With heading into a new format and everybody really trying to compete over new techs, new philosophies on decks, figure out what the best decks are, which we will have later on in the week. Trust me, you might want to see it, although the ban list might change some things. We got to talk about these two cards. The first card we got to talk about is Tribrigade Oath. Tribrigade Oath, obviously you guys know about Tribrigade, and you know that it's going to be around for a little bit simply because it's not so unfair that your opponent can't play, so therefore it's going to be around for a while, and I can see it easily sustaining any kind of list that's going to come anyway. The card Tribrigade Oath specifically says target one link monster you control and special summon one beast, beast warrior, or winged beast monster with a different type from your hand or graveyard. If you control at least one each of beast, beast warrior, and winged beast monsters, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one face-up spell or trap your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of this turn, and you can obviously only use Tribrigade Oath's effect once per turn. Now, obviously, guys, that is an out to Dark Ruler No More. That is an out to a card like Droplets, and being able to stop your opponent from being able to walk through your boards. It kind of is coming into fruition, at least from my testing circles, my testing friends on Dueling Book, a testing friend on YGO Pro that I see all the time, EDO Pro, pardon me. But Tribrigade Oath definitely has at least a chance to catch on. I'm just going to say a chance. I really feel like that's obviously going to depend specifically on what comes out, specifically what happens on the ban list, specifically how the meta evolves. I could go on and on with that. The other card I wanted to talk about, obviously, this is a two-part tech video. I wanted to talk about Mistaken Arrest. I've been noticing this in certain of those same testing groups, and I wanted to again mention this. You know, I'm not really spilling the beans. It's kind of starting to be known. I've been watching a lot of duels, been testing a lot, and I've been seeing it a lot. So I already know people have already seen it. But in case my viewers haven't, I'm putting it out there. Mistaken Arrest says until the end of your next turn after this card resolves, neither player can add cards from their deck to their hand except by drawing them. So obviously it's the quick play version of Mistake. Now, clearly, if you are playing a deck, it's pretty much a one-sided cheap shot, I guess, but it also is still going to lock you out until the end of your next turn, so it's still relatively fair. But in a deck like, let's say, Tribrigade or any other deck that doesn't really search like that, it's really, really devastating. And just in case your deck kind of searches but doesn't always search, it's a viable option because, well, let's face it, it's just so one-sided that you can go off, do whatever you want to, and then crack your opponent with it. And it's a chainable quick play in case you need to do it in the middle of your own turn. I'm not going to say that's going to happen, but, you know, things happen. On this last little bit, guys, I just wanted to touch really quickly on some of the upcoming videos we got. Obviously, we want to talk about the Drytron discussion video that I said I was going to do for a while, but, you know, when Ariel is out there killing stuff already, you guys have already seen how Drytron is out there proving its worth already. You've seen some other lists as well. But I definitely think we got to talk about what the top 5 decks are, at least until the ban list. It's kind of like an in-between meta, which we all are kind of sensing right now. So nobody really wants to deep dive, but you still got to get your work in and get your play testing in and et cetera, et cetera. So we will have a Tribrigade combo video as well. The last little bit, though, guys, I did want to touch on a ruling that I keep seeing repeatedly. And this is the official, post that I saw it on, and I don't know how official it is. It's just something that I saw, and I wanted to pass it along because it actually matters a little bit. Although the Drytron big machine rituals aren't all the way optimal, they definitely are easier to summon giving a new ruling, and this is the one that I'm showing you as we speak. It says I control a Drytron Zeta as well as a Drytron mubeta, which has Drytron Alpha as material. The question is, in this situation, if I activate Meteonis Drytron from my hand to ritual summon Meteonis Draconids, which is the big ritual, what monsters can I use? As Drytron Mubeta's effect allows you to detach, blah, 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 blah. You guys already know about that. The answer is, and this is kind of what shocked me because it's kind of wild. It says, as a result, you can perform the ritual summon using any of the following. First bullet point says the material Drytron Alpha and the Drytron Mubeta Fafnir you control, the material Drytron Alpha and the Drytron Zeta you control, and the last one says Drytron Mubeta Fafnir you control and the Drytron Zeta. So guys, what that essentially means is you can use a combination that people couldn't quite figure out if you could use the combination. I definitely think it's something interesting. I don't know if that's official, but just because it's on certain websites that are Yu-Gi-Oh related. However, I haven't specifically seen it on a ton of Konami websites, and it really is. Although I really value Reddit sometimes, this is also on Reddit, and sometimes, Reddit can be wrong. Long story short, guys, it's something to look into, and that can change at any time. But for the moment, that's how it's being ruled. You may need to ask your head judge in your area. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I am out. We got tons of videos coming down the pipeline. Literally, I've been dropping one every day for like the past week. You've seen fire content from a lot of different duelists, amazing duelists. God bless them for dropping us some content. I'll see you next time. Pegasus out. YG, baby.